Before you die, I will reveal humanity's forbidden origin, the fallen alien general rasped, his shattered armor leaking iridescent blood across the smoke-choked battlefield as the ringed moon above burned with the glow of orbital fire, and the human marines, exhausted, terrified, yet unbroken, closed in, unsure whether the ancient warrior was trying to stall for time or deliver a truth no one was ever meant to hear. But even before Captain Rourke demanded his surrender, the general's four luminous eyes fixed on humanity with a mixture of awe and horror, as if he were staring not at soldiers, but at an extinction-level threat. And he whispered that humans were never meant to exist, that their very presence in the galaxy violated laws older than stars, laws written by a cosmic empire so ancient their ruins had turned to dust before Earth's oceans cooled. And that empire, known only in forbidden archives as the Architects, had engineered a singular biological weapon capable of adapting to any environment, surviving any catastrophe, and evolving beyond any imposed limit, a weapon they called the irreversible species, designed to end an enemy so powerful it devoured galaxies, yet feared so greatly by the Architects that they hid their creation on a distant, primitive world of water and carbon, hoping it would remain dormant forever. But something went wrong, a mutation, a spark, an awakening that should not have happened. And when humans discovered fire, the Architects felt the first tremor of fear. When humans forged empires, they felt panic. When humans broke Earth's gravity and launched themselves into space, the Architects enacted a secret war across the galaxy to erase any trace of their experiment, destroying worlds and civilizations that carried even fragments of the truth, because humanity was never supposed to know what they were. Biological anomalies created for war, born to overcome, built to outlast extinction itself, and capable, if activated, of becoming the only species in the universe that could rival the Architects themselves. Yet the Architects vanished millennia ago, leaving behind only scattered warnings. And now every alien civilization that learned whispers of humanity's true purpose formed alliances to contain, control, or exterminate them before the dormant, irreversible protocol within the human genome fully triggered. But the general, coughing violently as human artillery thundered in the distance, revealed that the war humans thought they were fighting, a border conflict, a political dispute, was a lie. It was a preventative strike by dozens of species terrified of what might happen if humanity ever realized its full potential. And he confessed that the reason their fleets attacked First Contact wasn't aggression, but desperation. Because ancient prophecy said the awakening of the irreversible species would begin with a war of survival. And as humans adapted, endured, improvised, and overcame every trap, every ambush, every superweapon thrown at them, the galaxy watched in dread, realizing the prophecy was being fulfilled. The general trembled as he spoke of a signal humans unknowingly emitted, neural resonance, a psychic echo triggered by extreme survival events. And that echo had reached something older than the Architects, something the Architects feared, something buried beyond the edge of the observable universe. And now, because humanity had bled, fought, and triumphed against impossible odds, that ancient force had awakened and turned its attention toward Earth. And the general whispered that the galaxy wasn't trying to destroy humanity, they were trying to stop whatever was coming for humanity, a cosmic predator that once feasted on the Architects and now sought its original unfinished target, humans, the only species capable of resisting it. Captain Rourke, shaken, demanded proof, but the general laughed weakly, saying the proof was already coming, that the stars themselves would soon flicker as the predator's shadow crossed the void, devouring light, feeding on energy, following the evolutionary signal humans unknowingly broadcast. And he told them that humanity's only shot at survival was embracing what they truly were, unlocking the dormant genetic sequences the Architects buried deep within their DNA. Sequences that would turn ordinary humans into apex beings capable of manipulating matter, enduring cosmic radiation, even traversing space without technology. But unlocking those sequences would come at a cost. Humanity would no longer be human. They would become the architect's ultimate weapon, the irreversible species, unstoppable, uncontrollable, and eternally driven to adapt beyond reason. The general's voice cracked as he warned that once humans crossed that threshold, they would become both the galaxy's salvation and its doom, and every alien world would either kneel or burn, because the architects designed the irreversible species with one final trait. Once activated, they would not stop until every threat in the universe was erased. With his final breath, the general whispered that humans stood at the edge of destiny, hunted by the galaxy, pursued by ancient nightmares, and burdened with a power no species should ever wield. And he urged Captain Rourke to choose whether humanity would remain fragile or become the unstoppable weapon they were created to be. Then his heartbeat faded, and every sensor across the battlefield suddenly blared with incoming signals from deep space, thousands of unknown contacts eclipsing the stars, leaving humanity to face the terrifying truth. The architect's forgotten war had just begun, and the irreversible species had finally awakened.